how-to video. This is what I'm doing. Got me brand new scourer if I need to. Showing about them black stains on the bottom. I really don't know what they are, because this should have only had cardboarding, so that's the reason I had it. That's the reason it's blue. All the black ones have all chemicals and that in, so it is what it is. Let's get in there. And my God, it's cold today, as you can tell. T-shirt yesterday, freezing today. There we are then. Ooh, the currant bun's coming out. So I've been in there and give that a good scrub. Them black marks ain't moving. So what I've done, I've got the same marks up here and here. I'm just trying different chemicals, see if I can get it to remove. And the stuff I've got, I ain't touching it. So if it ain't touching that, it's ain't going to get it off the bottom. And when I wash it with the salt water, you can see that like a greasy film on it. I'll show you, look at the colour of that water. Quick scrub. Just to show you there what's in it. Try different chemicals on the top. It wouldn't work. I've just scrubbed it as hard as I can with a scourer and salt. And some of it looks a bit lighter than what it was, but I mean how much I scrub even with the scourer, it ain't coming off. The only downside with these bins is you've got these sharp nipples, well they are sharp but they stick up nipples. Can't grind them off, it's part of the moulding. Obviously when it's fried it ain't going to hurt them so much. But when they get bigger they could catch themselves on it. This is what I'm worried about now, is these. Because I put these timbers on. So I'll put cladding round. I don't really need them back on. And I need the hinges on. I might be able to cut that out there for the hinges to go back on. Because I am going to panel the back of it. Obviously I need that on to hold the frame together. I just don't think the hinges will fit behind there. I might be able to use a multi-tool and chisel that out to get the engine. But we'll see. What I want to do now is get out, get a little swirl, and then get the hose pipe in it. While I'm showing you the bin. Get the hose and get some water in. And just start with that stuff at the bottom. That way at the fish. I'm in the bin. Is anybody in? I'm in the bin. Oh, that's cold. Oh my God, that's freezing. There's going to be a little bit of dust in there in a minute. So I've got my grinder ready. Another little tip, never throw your grinding discs away. There's the full size one, there's a little one, because you never know when they come in handy for doing little jobs like this. I've got a little sanding pad there as well. I ain't got much room in here, as you can imagine, so I'm going to try and nib them off and sand them down and then clean the bottom of the bin so I can get some water in it. If anybody decides to get one of these bins and try and make one of these tanks for themselves, you've got to be careful when you're using the cutting disc. You can see that on the camera. I've just used the sanding disc on it just to flatten them. I was going to do that, but I'm glad I have now. But I've got to be honest, me standing in there and the way it's flexing, don't know what it's going to be like with water in it. Another day. Get the frame round. I know it looks strange without supports there, but then that side, so it don't make no difference. All that's doing really is holding the timber in place. I'm a little bit concerned today. Just message Dave, see what he thinks. Obviously he's at work, I'm waiting for a reply. The black, I don't think it's oil, and I've just explained to Dave. You can't see it so much here, but you can see where I've sanded it a little bit there. So I've used a bit of tar and glue remover and a bit of thinners just on this top lip to see if I can get rid of it, and it will come off. Not as I want to use that in the pond anyway, but there's quite a bit of it. So what I'm about to do now, I'm just going to put some water in the bottom, just enough to cover it, and if that's oil or grease, I should see a little bit of a slick on top of the water. It's normally like a rainbow, like you see when it rains and you've got oil on your path outside. So I'm just going to put some water in and see what happens. So crazy to hear seagulls. The one's up there on top of the chimney. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, as you can see, sorry about the camera work, just trying not to break my flowers. Got the hose pipe in. You've all seen water before. And so I'm just going to fill it up to the height of them little square blocks there. So I'll bring it along. What's the fill? I'll leave it on that plug, I'll see if it leaks out. So far the course see nothing at all. The only problem I've got now is emptying it, because I've put no fittings on the bottom of that plug hole. Dave just sent me a message through on the phone, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Surprising how you get it clean. Another gun of us sewing, I suppose. You get it clean and you've still got loads of cracking. Let's have a look underneath that tap, see if it's leaking. Well, tap, plug, can we see anything? No, that's the trouble, so you're coursing out. No, can't see anything. No, that's going to be a pain, that is. I'm just under there. The way to the water, it'll settle on it. Oh, there. I think you can just see it there. That's bound right at the moment. Not all the way to it. Oh. Oops, sorry about the camera work again. You know, I'll do that reflection, see if you can see anything anyway. It don't appear to have any effect on the water. I'm just going to fill it up to the top of that little bit of lighting and turn it off so you know better look at it. I'll let it fill up and I'll come back to it. Just been having a conversation with me mucker Dave. As you can see on top of there, all you can see is the little fibres off the plastic when I ground them nibbles off yesterday. I'm quite happy with that. I am going to fill it up now, as close to them as I can, and I'm going to put a PP in and just put air down and leave it in for a couple of days. Emptying it's another thing. looking good. Got for my little air pump for love nor money, so just put that water pump in, circulate the water. Nowhere near the level yet. I'm just going to get some hot water, mix some PP. I hate using PP because PP stains everything. But we do what we've got to do. Crazy really. First bit of PP treatment and there's no fish in it. I've got my camera on my tripod hanging on the edge of that tank. Just hope it don't fall in there. Nice little circulation of the water that is. Whoops. One there looked it right. Whoops, nearly. Ho, ho, ho. The beauty about these bins is them rounded corners. You see nice flow on that water now, so get my water a bit higher, turn that off. So where we go from there. I'll bring it up and show you the fish. Now Thomas Aberray looking very good. Still all hunkered down. It is cold this morning again. It's supposed to be warming up again next week. You know, Thomas Aberray, I didn't see me Thomas Aberray. He's down there. I'm thinking of taking him out, fetching another one and putting him in the tank. Just to get the water and the filter and that's working. Just keeping a check. See a lot of debris on there. I've got a little fish net there. I kept off Mason's fish tank when we sold it. We take quite far enough to catch them little bits there. Just leaving it circulate. Just come to the first two bolts. That's halfway up them bolts. Not quite halfway up that one. Am I bothered? Yay! Check and see if the tank's bearing out. Obviously that was the idea of that, to support that. The front's the main one, the back one's still flat. But I think that's when people put cardboard in bins, they tend to jump on the cardboard to get as much as they can in. And I think that's what done that to the bin. So what I'll do is after, when it's full, I'll put my piece of wood across these three fascias and see if that middle one there is bowed out any. If that's bowed out, then I know the water's pushed it out. Just thought I'd stick a piece of timber. That's just standing there freestanding. Even though that timber there did look like it was bowing out, I think it's just the difference in the thickness of them, slight difference in them two timbers. The top, the middle and the bottom, that's lovely jubbly. I'm over the top of the first two screws now as well. See that crap floating on the top? I'll get one of them vegetable sacks I think and put that in the fridges, see if I can get it out of there. I wait to check on the new koi tank. There you go. Can't go no higher than that now. I will fade off with me guessing the height of that bolt to them two, and that's the height I want to come, just above them I think. Leaning towards me, which is exactly what I wanted. Only slightly, but you can see the difference in the water there, deep at that end, so as it goes down that drain. There we have it. And if you look at the owls, might be a slight little difference there, a little bit shallow at that end, but not enough to worry about. And I've got some timbers coming for the top of these. It's all looking good. And when I built the baby's lean-to, I put that in for him. Oh, why do the lights flicker when you're filming? So we've got a light. I'll put a better light than that up there because it stays strong enough. I'm now thinking of building a frame, tube frame. I don't know whether you ever seen Dave Black Country Koi Blokes on his growing tank. He had a nice plastic frame over there. The only thing is, if you look at the distance from here to the height of that, you can't really catch it on camera properly. I don't think it'd lift up very high. Not as you need to anyway. But I might have to build shelves across there because I've got to put the air pump. As you know before, I was leaving my table here to put the filters on, pressure filter and that. Not realising when I put these timbers on, it's farther away from that post there. So my table wouldn't fit there. Hence it's over there, and I can't turn it round because Mason can't open the shed door. As soon as my daughter moves in a few doors away, my engine crane here then has got a garage there, so I was letting me put that in there. So that's that out the way. So it's all looking good, and I'm really glad I put that up as well. So I might build a little frame there, temporary, with some plastic on just to keep the chill, which is supposed to be warming up, so I might not need that. Whoa, whoa! Twisted! I'm after you, mate. I'm after you this time. You and that Ricardo. And Rocket Boy. Popped over Dave's yesterday with Pete. West Brom Koi. Got me a blue tank for Mason. So I flick it around, just got it soaking in the PP. Fairly big tank. Or container. Just got it in the PP. I just ate the PP. It's only just been in 5 minutes. Got the stains on the bucket already, and I've got the bucket to wipe. Look at the mess it makes of everything. Even the rim around the tank. I'm pleased to say the water ain't dropped at all. It's been in a couple of days now. So I'm just letting that have a soak. As you know, I've been having problems with videos being corrupt and losing videos, parts of videos. You'll notice videos mishmash, and I keep trying to explain it in different videos that you're watching. The video I'm trying to show you now, parts of that video of corrupt, so I can't use them, so I'm having to make this one. What I'm trying to show you is what a lot of people call a death can. So the rest of the video now is where I'm trying to plumb it in, pressure test it, and see if it's any good to use on Mason's tank. Again, sorry about all the confusion with the videos. You can tell that some of them, the insulation's on the bin when it shouldn't be on the bin, and the hinges are on when they shouldn't be on, and different things like that. I do apologise again, and I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. I've been looking through my videos, as you know. Some of the files are all corrupt, and you'll find a mishmash of the videos now, forwards and backwards on them. I'm just trying my hardest. There must be probably about 70 or 80 videos that I've got to go through. They're normally saving numbers in order, so when I put them into a folder on my phone and then put them onto my laptop, they automatically come out in order. Unfortunately, that ain't happening. But looking through one of my videos the other day, while I was looking through them to sort them all, or sorting through them, I found a video where I flushed this filter through with PP, and I noticed this wall leaking. So my thinking is now, I used a cellar pump which has got a lot of pressure, and I think it might have been far too much. I'm just going to show you now where the crack is. I don't know whether you'll actually pick it up on camera. It's just an airline crack. If I show you the right compartment, you'll see. You can just see that white line there. Now when I flip it over, try not to break the glass table. it's that crack there. That's where it was coming out, and I think it's because there was too much pressure. So what I'm trying to set up now, obviously there's now the water wall coming out the filter. I'd done it to pressurise it to see if it was leaking before I set it up on Mason and ground tank. So what I'm going to do this time, I've left that blanked off because it leaks. So I'm going to sort this camera out. That's better. I've left that blanked off because that's just where you clean the waste. And I want to set a pump up in and out so it can go in and come out into the Mason's pond and then see if the filter leaks then. If not, it means we're going out and spending money on a filter, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to set that up somehow and see if I can get it working. What a faff. Trying to find fittings. As you can see, I've got the pipes back on, just a little pump in the bottom, the one that's been circulating the PP. That's dropped down now, obviously it's filling this canister. And I'm just hoping it don't leak now. I think it leaked before because there was far too much pressure in it. And you can just hear it filling up now. Hopefully it should just come out that pipe back into the tank. Got the dirty stains off the PP. Just hanging on to the container so it don't fall off. It's surprising how much it holds, that canister. Well, I'm just in a drip. Little drip from that fitting there, the mouth fittings there. I've just had to take one off because you can see the little light grey ring there, it cracked. Hoping I've got that top half on right. It feels like it, so it has took a bit of water out of the tank, has it? A little drip from the hose pipe as well. I ain't concerned about that, I'm just more concerned about the canister. There you go. Little leak from there, not too bothered about. Checking the top of the canister. It is exactly where it was leaking. I'll see if I can get a bit of CT1 or something in there. That might, the size of that crack, it might just heal itself up to the chloride. Put a little bit so it'll actually sit on top of this tank. Some water coming from somewhere. No, I've got another leak. Hang on, sorry about the camera. Again, these are my old fittings here then. Old fittings. I just have to see if I can get some either CT1 or some rubber rings in there to help them seal. You tell by the colour of the tank that it's an old tank. I haven't able to use it straight away anyway. They're probably going to be too small. This is obviously when they're a lot bigger. Hopefully. Shining my face instead of a few bits off there. That is leaking from that little airline crack from there, but obviously not as bad. I'll probably have to keep my ear for another one. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to scrub this PP from around the tank. Turn this back off now, empty the PP out and get it full of water. I thought I'd bring you back. One, they're leaking. When the pressure tank was leaking, I took the seals off them and kept them, and I put them back on. That's why these was leaking. But I've still got that little airline crack the other side, so I've got to try and get this all dried off and see if I can sort something out with that little crack. I don't think it'll damage it with the little bit of pressure that's in. It's only a tiny pump that's going to run it. Lucky I don't throw nothing away. There's the seals. So we're just going to take this apart now. Set the pump up to the drain and empty all this out down the drain.